The country's mood about the Trump administration's economic agenda appears to be in a free fall. A week before the president's contentious retaliatory tariffs are set to take effect, consumer confidence has plummeted to its lowest level since January 2021. The latest Conference Board survey showed it's down 7.2 points for the month of March.
The board says today's reading is an extension of a decline that actually began last December after the presidential election. Let's talk about this now with business journalist and full disclosure radio host Roben Farzad. So, Roben, talk to us a little bit about this pessimism. What's driving the drop in consumer confidence?
A lot of it is self-fulfilling prophecy. If you have this headline machine coming out of the White House every day, tariffs, retaliatory tariffs, we're not doing it, we're doing it. Now we're going to think about it. We're going to punt it to April 2nd. That is a fear factor that we didn't have before this. On top of that, people have still been complaining about egg prices, about inflation, the affordability of homes, which you saw in the renter data there. There's this creeping hopelessness for millennials and some people younger than them that I'm always going to be a renter, that the dream of the American dream is very much the dream deferred.
I wonder what was happening in January 2021 that caused the low point back then. That was the last time it was this low.
Yeah, we were getting a variant on COVID, right? I'm thinking back to it. And, you know, we're still dealing with PPP and with stimulus checks being cut out, the vaccine issue. I mean, in the haze, in the fog of everything happened back then. But think back to a year before that. We recently talked about the 5-year of COVID breaking. You know, the markets fell 35% in a month. Unemployment shot up to the teens. So all of that was relative. We're really coming out of uncharted water. So it's shocking to see when you revisited kind of COVID depths of despair.
Well, Stephen Miran, who's the chair of Trump's Council of Economic Advisors, said he isn't concerned by the drop in consumer confidence. Should they be more concerned about this?
It could be a leading indicator. It's a soft metric. Of course, we're still creating jobs. Of course, the unemployment rate is still a notch above 4%. The stock market has given back some. Inflation's a little worrisome, but I believe if you get a couple of beers into these White House economic advisors, you take them to Old Ebbitt or wherever it is they drink now, they'd say, I'd actually gladly trade some consumer despair for inflation to fall back down to trend, 2%, 1.8%, the better for the Fed to cut rates.
I want to zero in on what you were discussing about, especially younger generations feeling like they're going to be eternal renters, like they're never going to live the American dream of buying an actual home. You would imagine that in order to address that, an administration would create incentives for construction to amplify inventory, therefore to drive prices down. They're kind of doing the opposite by putting tariffs on steel and the things that you need, lumber, to buy a home. What do you make of that?
And let's shatter the taboo, undocumented workers. Documented or undocumented. If you're afraid that you're going to get caught. I mean, even licensed bonded landscapers, roofers, sheetrock installers. This is the dirty secret of the American economy, if you ask the Chamber of Commerce. You need undocumented workers. And right now in Florida, for example, Tallahassee's debating bringing down the age, child labor laws, because it's so untenable in a place like Miami, which you and I know very well, the chasm between what a house costs and what livability is there. It's just become the province of the wealthy.
Yeah, we're talking about that next hour. So if you are talking to one of these pessimistic people, a young person who is bummed, and it makes sense that they're bummed, but what would you say to them about what is within their control? Because there is so much that is outside of their control. What advice would you give them?
It's going to sound condescending, like stay in school, drink milk, say no to drugs, dare to stay off drugs and save money. You'd be like, no, my parents, you guys see all the memes. Like my parents, with a bag of Doritos and $25,000 bought their first home in the 70s, and I'm well into my 40s and that's off. It's all so much cold comfort, especially like if you had hopes that this would pass with the Biden administration or the Fed would bring rates back down to zero. You have boomers that are still enjoying a 2.5%, 2.7% mortgage on their homes, and they're in no rush to get out.
So your message of hope for the future is there is no hope for the future.
Everybody hurts. Take comfort in your friends and save money.
I look forward to having my children live with me forever.
Yeah, likewise.
Silver linings. Focus on the silver linings.
It is.
Roben Farzad, great to have you as always.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.